Hi, it's Nick on the 22nd of May. I enjoyed last week's theme of showing up, so I'm going to do a theme each week now, and this week the theme is around callings. What does it even mean to have a calling? Do we all have a calling? How do we find our calling? So I'm going to be sharing some thoughts on that. So first thought is, do we all have a calling? You know, the answer is I can't say for sure that we all have a calling. I'd like to think we do. And what do we even mean by a calling? Here's what I think. You know, I don't think necessarily we show up in this world as blank slates. I think there are things that we naturally gravitate towards. You know, I think, you know, there are some cultures, you know, that I know about, that they believe that every child that's born comes with particular gifts for the community, comes with particular capabilities, comes with a contribution to make to the community into which they're born, as well as the family into which they're born. And something about that really just resonates with me deeply. So that kind of assumes, in a way, that we don't just arrive here as a bunch of biology, that somehow we are a soul that's arrived here, and maybe we're a soul that this isn't our first time around. So that kind of idea does appeal to me. So it would then make sense that if we do have a kind of curriculum for this lifetime and a calling for this lifetime to enact and something to become, that we would naturally gravitate towards those areas, and given guidance and support we would find our ways to those areas. And again, some cultures do assume that children do have a calling and purpose. So you know, it's not always the family that can help them find them. Sometimes it's mentors, teachers, people that can help them gravitate towards what they would love to be doing. And I think the key here, and I'll talk about this more during the week, is that one of the ways that we find our calling is just to notice what we naturally gravitate towards. We don't have to be forced to do it. We don't have to be rewarded for doing it. We just want to do it anyway. That's one of the ways that we do find our calling, is to just notice what it is that our soul, our energy naturally gravitates towards. What would we just love to do for the sake of doing it, because we love it so much? So I'd like to think we all do have a calling. I think our calling is for us and our own happiness, and I think our calling is for the greater good too. And on a spiritual level, I personally kind of like this way of looking at things. Whether it's true or not, I can't 100% say, but a kind of narrative that really speaks to me is that we have a universal calling. And the universal calling is that we're all here to bring a little bit more love and inspiration and creativity and beauty into this world, that each of us shares that calling. So that's something all of us are here to do. And each of us can do it in ways that our soul, psyche, whatever language you want to use, is particularly suited to. So, you know, I'm particularly suited to writing and speaking and coaching and mentoring and broadcasting and all the things that I do. You know, there are things where it just wouldn't suit me to do them. They're not my calling, really. So I think another key here is that there's two parts to our calling. One is the essence of our calling, and I think the essence of all of our calling is to inject a bit more love and inspiration and beauty and happiness into this world. And each of us can do that using different skills and abilities, and if you like, different canvases. So my canvases have been writing and speaking, so you know, this is a canvas for the expression of my calling. And other people have different expressions. You know, it would be music, it would be being a parent, it would be in the political arena, it would be in the literary arena, it could be in the area of gardening or whatever. You know, so I think there's the essence and there's the form. So there's a few thoughts to get us thinking about callings today. So I'll be expanding on this for the rest of the week, and I'll be posting this on YouTube as well. And I'd love your thoughts and questions, and if you have questions that I can answer as the week goes on, I'd love to hear them. So God bless. Have a good day. Bye.